Hello everyone, how are you doing? I am back. I'm Divine Celiane, back with you to give you an intuitive message. And I hope everything is going well with you. I have not drawn the cards this time. Uh, I have shuffled them, but I have not drawn them this time. Some of you are noticing my change and noticing I did not explain my change. No, I am not sick. I actually shaved my head because I was called to. When someone does your hair, their energy is in your hair, and if you don't want that energy to continue, sometimes just shampooing it with herbs is not enough. You have to release it from you because it's still feeding to you, and so I did that. But it was a twofold calling because I literally feel like a monk, like for real. And releasing all of that made me feel more calm, made me feel more at ease. Strangely enough, made me feel more me, made me see me. Let me explain. I love wearing different hairstyles. I love wearing wigs sometimes. I love doing all of that, right? But my body doesn't like fake shit on it. So, for example, when I wear press-ons, they won't stay on long. It doesn't like fake shit. I had surgery on my knee, one of them, and screws had to be put in. My body didn't like it. My body knew it didn't belong, and it was like, no, get it out. And I had to have surgery to get it out. It doesn't like anything fake. So I noticed that from when I wear, we call those things, when I wear the crochet braids in, crochet dreads. Like, no, get this fake shit off me. No. I'm like, dang, really? Like my daughter was trying to have me put a hat on for my reading, or a bonnet or something, and she said it looks good. I said I look good without it. I'm 100% me, so you know, it is what it is. But it was important for me to cleanse head to toe, and shaving my hair was cleansing head to toe, and I have felt so much better and so much freer. So that's why. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're coming back, welcome back, babies. Thank you so much for coming back. I so appreciate you. So I'm listening to my song by Hang Massive. It's called End of Sky. I love Hang Massive. I love handpan music. Love handpan music. The right kind, though. And what I mean by the right kind is you'll know when it resonates with you. You'll know. So I love handpan music. If I could learn how to play it, I would. So would. It's just soothing for me, and I love Hang Massive. I love Marten. There's another guy that I love too. And I'm going to talk about that today. I'm going to talk about Hang Massive for a minute. We know that we've, as a collective, have been going through things. We've been learning ourselves, and we've been going through this balance of yin and yang energies, masculine and feminine energies within us. Okay? I'm a female with a lot of masculine energy. A lot. So much so, it takes a particular type of masculine for me to make me be feminine. We go toe to toe. We will go toe to toe. But I respect the one. Not that doesn't back down. It's not that. That knows me enough to know when to let her go and when to pull her back. I hear so much about this control and this, I gotta do what he wants, or I gotta do what she wants. Listen, relationships are about you, and you at the basis of you, because you can only control you, right? So I want you to first understand that. The reason why I'm talking about Hang Massive is this reason. Hang Massive reminds me there are two men, right? There's an alpha and there's an omega. And I have never seen, except in wolf culture, and I'm a wolf, so that's one of my animals. But I've never seen the balance of alpha and omega work so beautifully as these two gentlemen. You can tell who the omega is, but that doesn't make him any less. The rhythm can't continue if he's not keeping it. He doesn't try to overstep the alpha. He's not jealous. He checks in with them. He's enjoying the moment with them. But they have this symbiotic relationship that I've never seen beautifully displayed of an alpha and an omega. See, with me, and maybe with some of you chosens too, that more like you're more feminine, but you identify, you know your masculine energy. You might be calling for an omega or an alpha to your omega that's dormant. A lot of times our alpha energy is out because we have to take care of responsibilities. We have to, we don't have anyone else there, so we have to be independent so we can take care of it, right? And then when another alpha comes in and you're already in alpha energy, that's not going to work. When you're an alpha coming in and he or they are in sigma energy, that's not going to work. And I'm a sigma empathic female with a lot of male energy. So an alpha male coming in for me, and right off the bat, being alpha, I'm going to look at you and go about my business. That doesn't impress me. So I can huff up to as an alpha if I want to, but I like my sigma space. A lot of what we're seeing is alphas are trying to come into these women, men, and others, not realizing they're omegas. An omega is another side of an alpha. It just accepts its place a bit more as not support. No, because when the ending comes, it's the omega that makes it happen, and the alpha is now the support. That's why I said this hand-pan duo. I was contemplating on this, and I was going to do a talk on this. I'm doing it now. This hand-pan duo is so dynamic to me. If you ever get a chance to see them, and I'm going to put them in the description, Hang Massive. With Marten, he had a protege, but the protege got tired of being the omega, and you could see it. You could tell. And I said, okay, but Marten isn't. I would say he's more of a sigma or delta, but he is the alpha when he plays. Well, Hang Massive, just beautiful to see togetherness. And what I also love seeing them, they go to places, and I want to do this. I want my kids to get to an age where I can. They go to places that are pilgrimage places, like India, like Tibet, like Nepal. The very things I want to do. And I want to go and experience and get a spiritual, just go on a spiritual journey. And I'm planning for that. But my own pilgrimage. It is worthwhile to set up your own pilgrimage to where you feel your soul is leading you, and my soul is leading me to many places that I got to go and visit. So my pilgrimage is going to be pretty long. But it's just gorgeous how they work together. And I expect the Omega at some point to like look and, be like, okay, no, he's not like that. He's not like that at all. And I'm just like, Nadyana, that's the other one I like. Nadyana, he's the other one I love. But yeah, Hang Massive is just amazing. And I apologize if I'm not explaining it well. But I was looking at them and I was like, that is how a relationship needs to work. You have an alpha and you have an omega. You know your places. Not one is trying to take over the other. You understand that you work together. You understand one cannot be without the other. The beginning cannot exist without the end, and it is a partnership. That's what I want. I don't want something or someone, and this includes friends, family, that's trying to control the situation. Because you will not always have control. You would not always know control. You will not always know when. But because that Omega sits back and watches and observes, and you may be the one that's running your mouth, they sit back and observe, and they come over and tell you, hun, that's enough now. Right? But sometimes we as alphas have to know, okay, the Omega has spoken. And I know that they don't speak without purpose. I need to listen. That's what a relationship is about. It's not about control. It's not about what a book tells you. If that is your faith, then that's your faith. You follow your faith. But it's not about someone coming up to you. The book said you're supposed to be like that. You can miss me. I don't live by a book. I live by words of my Father. Those were written by men. What did my Father say? That's what I want to know. What did my Father say? The words in red. What did my Father say? Okay. You work together. Back then, yes, the man led. That was the faith. That was the Jewish faith. Okay. And the other faith, Babylonian, that was their faith. Some of them, though, they worked together. Okay. Egypt, together. Kemet, together. Because the women were recognized for their wisdom and their knowledge. Hence the three who started trigonometry, geometry, and calculus. We ain't gonna talk about that, though. So, and those were women. We ain't gonna talk about that. So, I've been in this space of monkhood. And I've been able to understand that dynamic because that's not how I moved when I was younger. That's how I move now. I had to go through quite a bit to be able to call in or calling in what I'm supposed to have. I had to grow up quite a bit. And some of us ladies and gentlemen need to grow up quite a bit. But we need to know what we want in a relationship from someone. And in order to know that, we need to know ourselves. And I had to go through a lot, and I know y'all did. I know some of y'all have been through so much healing to call in that person. I know. Sometimes it takes that. So, let's see what the Divine Abundance has for us today. What do you want for us to know? So I want you to contemplate that yin and yang of alpha omega energy. Nope, not taking y'all. You upside down? You ain't supposed to be upside down. I will take you. Okay, that card keeps coming out. Okay. Something about grounding and awakening. Someone is not freeing themselves. Now, liberation came up. Come on. Upside down. And I'm going to use that just for reference to understanding. But of course, awakening and grounding came up again. Okay, these are the two mainstays. Energy, awakening and grounding. The non-duality and flow. What was I just talking about? I can't make it up. What was I just talking about with the alpha and the omega energy? And what was I just talking about? How they flow into each other. What did I say? Did I not say they flow into each other? Someone is not liberating themselves. Someone is not allowing themselves to be free. Why? You're awakening. You're grounding. But you're not accepting all of you. Someone here is not accepting all of you. And if you're not accepting all of you, you can't flow. Why? Why aren't you accepting all of you? Why are you not accepting your male and female duality as non-duality and you're together? Who is not accepting that you have shadow and your shadow is very dark? So what? Who is thinking that because their shadow is dark, they can't be light? Who is afraid that the person that they want to go toward is not going to accept it? How do you know they don't have their own fucking basement? Everyone has a basement. Just because we portray to you sunshine and rainbows. Ha! Please, don't think we ain't got a basement that we can't drag your ass to. Especially those who know themselves. To know your shadow, to know your dark, is to know your love and your light. You cannot. I am so sorry. I went through this and it screwed me up in relationships. I wanted to be seen as this girly, prissy, female. And I'm looking like this, like, do I really look like that? No. I wanted to be more feminine. I felt that was, and so I would accept so much to be feminine when I didn't know that's not what feminine was. So then I went through not accepting my dark because I wanted people to only see me as light. And that's not realistic either. And so I realized, I was like, you know what? I'm like, you know what? I'm not flowing by not accepting all of me. I'm not flowing by not accepting all of me. I had to accept all my spirit animals. My babies is one of them. I had to accept that some of my spirit animals are dark. And I had to accept when the dark protects me more than the light. Now, some of y'all may be, what? Hold on. What plane are we on? Sometimes the light gets overshadowed by the dark here on this plane. And you need your dark to wade through this shit so you can get to your light blessing. You need that dark because too much evil destroys evil. So you need that dark. You just need to know when you act upon it and when you don't. When you let the dark energy handle it, and it's not you, it's the dark energy handling it, and you stay in the light. I can't tell you how many times my dark energy says, no, let me take care of it. You stay in the light. I got it. We work together. And my dark is dark because my love is great. So I know my dark is great. So makes me no less. That makes me flow no less. I accept that I'm non-dual. I am all. If you want to get to your God state, you want to get to spirit. Spirit is all of that. We are a representation of spirit. Spirit is all of that. All of that. So, my loves, you're awakening. We had this talk yesterday. You're awakening. What are you afraid of? Some of you, what are you afraid of that other person seeing in you? What are you assuming they can't take from you? Or what are you assuming they're going to be afraid of from you? You don't know. Why are you assuming you got to be a particular way? Free your fucking self. Be you. Be you. Let me tell you something. The collective energy does not want fake. Okay? Even if you are in sports or a cosplayer or someone that dresses up like me when I perform or whatever, those alter egos are a part of our personality. You really think that when we see someone who's putting on a dark persona or a goth persona, you really think that we don't know that that's a part of your personality? Especially those of us that are a little bit more adept. You don't think we know? You don't think that that's what drawing us to you, sort of? Or partly, or that's what we need to draw us to you? And we're just waiting to see the rest? Come on now, give us more credit than that. Like, give yourself credit for who you choosing. Have credit in the person you're choosing. Don't downplay us right from the get. And if someone doesn't understand, they're not for you, boo. They're not for you. But someone here does not want to be who they really are because they are afraid that other people can't accept it. Someone, hold on. Y'all gonna make me show up and show out. Hold on. I am getting love all over this, and y'all gonna make me mad sitting up here. It's one thing when you feel like you can't be you in your life for you. Who here feels like they gotta change for somebody? Boo, be you. If you an asshole and you like being an asshole, stay an asshole, but you ain't gonna get who you want. Y'all need, if you don't accept all the natures of you and know that that's what makes you up, and just because it wasn't your expectation of you that you wanted to present differently, present how you are and mold into that. Okay? You can always change your behavior, but your personality is your personality. And who don't want it despite who you want, and who doesn't want it despite who you want, they're not good enough for you then. You don't hold yourself back because you wanted some particular person and they don't want it, or some job you wanted to present a particular way for a job and that's not really you. You ain't gonna be happy in that job because you are never going to be able to be you. Liberate yourself. Let go of the fears and doubt of you being you. See, here's the thing. You got liberation and you got awakening, right? You are awakening irregardless. You're going to awaken free or you're going to awaken bound, but you're going to awaken. It is already in the process of happening, so you can't stop that. It is already happening. You need to be grounded to evolve. And you need to have a hold of that non-duality nature to be grounded. As long as you are off balance, you will not ground. As long as you will not accept all of you, you will not ground. Why aren't you? Who do you love more than you love you? And why is my question. When you need to come as all of you. I don't understand. Big Mama's not getting it. You need that to flow. Why do you need this to flow? So you can bring the person in. Free yourself from the fear. Free yourself from what you think their expectations are. You don't know. You want to know? Talk to them. If they haven't come to you or you haven't come to them yet, y'all need to talk. Y'all need to have a talk. Right from the gate. Some of you have an energetic pull with these people, meaning some of you have already connected on the astral level, on the auric level. In order to flow this to you, you can't be afraid, and you must awaken. As you're awakening, you ground in the foundation. As you're awakening, you ground before. If you don't know how to ground, you can ground into the earth. And if you do ground into the earth, please send her love. Don't just ground into the earth expecting to be grounded and there is no exchange. There's an exchange between you and the earth. So you need to give her love and say thank you for letting me ground and root in you. Thank her. Accept all you are. Now that's the key. Some of you ain't moving because of this. Because of the fear and not accepting your non-dual. I want to see. I want to see if does this person that they're afraid of have a message for them. Does this person they're afraid of have a message for them? Let's see. Some of y'all, this person doesn't want to be in a relationship. For some of y'all, and that is some of y'all. I don't want to be in a relationship. Kudos. Okay. Some of y'all feeling lost. Okay. Some of you are feeling lost. And the person you're thinking about is feeling lost. Okay, I want you to understand something. And this is going to... You're mirroring what your person is feeling. The person you're interested in, you're mirroring each other. You're going through the same thing. How do I know? Because I can feel from these cards that this is some of you. Some of you don't want to be in a relationship because you got so hurt in the last one. That last one has no bearing on the new one. 1 and 2, stop distrusting yourself. That's why you ain't free. That's why you're not liberated. You're afraid of making the same damn mistake. Stop. Different person, different situation. It is a gift. And it is not a gift that you give up because it don't come around often. You don't give it up like that. You get your ass together. And you say, okay, I know love is trying to come in for me. What do I need to do to get it together? I'm leaving. The situation and the mindset the person is in, they know it's hindered them. You know you being afraid has hindered you. You know. And some of you cannot figure out how to get out. I'm telling you. Accept all you are. Don't do this. I love myself except when. Don't do this. I'll be okay when I present better as this. I'll be better when I lose the weight. Don't do that. You love yourself when you have the fucking weight. You love yourself when no one else loves you. You know your journey. You know your journey of healing. You know that better than anybody. You've been on it for so long. So you already know what your fear feels like. And some of you are blinded. Some of you are like, I thought I went through that already. What is going on? Some of you are blinded. Some of you are. That's okay. That's okay. You're going to wake up. That's what this awakening is. You're seeing. You're seeing what you need to do. You need to trust your intuition and know. You need to trust your intuition and know where you're going, what you're doing. You really do. This fear is not serving you. You know it's not. So why are you afraid? And you're already awakening. And you already see it. You already know what you need to do. Gaslighting you. Okay. I know. A lot of us are trying to move to something new. I'm getting tired of this person showing up. I'm tired of this person. You don't understand. I'm tired of this old person. I don't care. I don't care. See, and it's hard because for some of y'all, you have to go back. For some of you. For some of you. Right? But your intuition is going to have to be on point. Because these people, what you're going through, this liberation, awakening, grounding, and unduality is what this other person is going through. A lot of them are trying to rush to get back to you. No. A lot of them know what they bring you. Some of them know that they just can't let it go. You got it. You're not flowing, those that's holding on. You're not flowing to what you need by holding on to the old person. Your answer's not in the old person. Your answer is to come and you working on you. It is not the old person that you did wrong. You can apologize. Move your ass on. Move fucking on. Damn. It's not going to do anybody any good the more that they hold on. You're so special. You know this. You know. You are so different from anything they have met. You know. Like we don't fucking know. These people. I like this one so much. Sorry, y'all. Here we go. Your perfection. You're my favorite. Others' opinions. This is this old person. This is what they're going through. I guess they wanted to know. They do feel you're special. They do feel you're perfect for them. But they also know they went on other people's opinions. Okay. I'm going to mention the other thing. Jane Austen's Persuasion. I love Jane Austen, first of all. I studied her in college when I was young. Love her work. Jane Austen's Persuasion. Go look at that. I don't care what version you look at. I love the newer version that people can't stand because it doesn't follow the old English culture and 17th century England and stuff. I don't give a damn. I like it because it's funny and it's comical and it's satiric and it's facetious. I love that. The emotions are raw and real. Okay. I like the later two Persuasions. And the reason why I love Persuasion, let me tell you about it if you haven't seen it. Just a little bit. So, in English society, it is based off on status, right? And money. And that's where blacks got it from in the South. Because that's how it was. That's why you bred into bred cousins and stuff like that. So anyway, some brothers and sisters. Anyway, so that's innate to that culture. And Anne Elliot came from money, but the father was so fucking narcissistic and arrogant, that he lost their fortune. They had to downsize. That's embarrassing in English culture. And she was persuaded not to marry someone she fell in love with. And if you know anything about England, before 14th century, but 17th century in particular, if you know anything about that time period, you marry up. Same thing in black culture now. You're supposed to marry up. Okay, those are the sedity and stuff. You're supposed to marry up. Stature and all that kind of stuff, right? Because it uplifts the family. She was in love. She wanted to marry for love, not money. The rest of them did what society wanted them to do. That's where this other opinions comes in, because they were bound by their family, their culture that they live in. Your other person, they wanted love. Their family and job status and everything was like, no, we're doing it for status. I told my family no on that shit a long time ago, so I do me. But your other person, no. This is why they're going through this with this non-duality and this fear shit, because they lost what they wanted because they were afraid to stand up. You are now standing up, okay? And so, long story short, this guy comes back into her life, and we all know how it feels when we see that one that we have been either intimate with or fell in love with or wanted or had feelings for, and now it's awkward. But come to find out, his love for her never stopped and her love for him never stopped. And that's why it was coming around again. Years later. She had a chance to marry, I think, when she was 18. She was, I think, how old was she in the book? Was she pushing 28? Between 25 and 28, I think it was. And all those years, she held that inside. But she had another chance. And basically was like, fuck family, I'm going to choose the one I love. But he loved her so much, he took her back. And he made a name for himself. He was successful, and that's what's happening to a lot of us. This story is not new. We become successful, we become, but at the same time, that's that song by Selena Gomez, we want what we want. Right. Some of y'all, though, you're going to have to be careful of this. If you're so special to them, if you were perfection, if you were the favorite, why the fuck did you leave and get something else? If you knew that, why'd you leave and get something else? That speaks volumes to the person and what they're going through. You understand? If they knew you were perfection and you walked away, you want the one who knows your perfection and doesn't walk away. Because they're too afraid to lose it. They're too afraid to make it not shine anymore. That's what you want. You don't want the one who fucked up, knew you were, and fucked up anyway. I'm sorry. I can't make this shit up. This is this old person. But this old person is going through the same thing as you. The same thing. Going through the fear. They're going through an awakening because it's a forced awakening for them. They're being forced to ground. They're being forced to see all that they are. But very few of you are supposed to have it where they flow to you. Very few of you are supposed to take them back. You were just the catalyst for the lesson. I know y'all done heard this over and over again, but you were just the catalyst for the lesson, my loves. That is it. Let the past go. Can't rewind, and go back. And I can't make it up. And in the future, no. For me, no. Absolutely not. I want my alpha that knows how to be an omega. Because I'm an alpha that's learning and has had to learn to be an omega. But I'm a sigma. It's a little different. But, no. I want my omega. Or the alpha to my omega. And we are in flow like that. That's what I want. I don't want nothing old. I've been through my non-duality. or I'm in my non-duality state. I've been through the duality battle. No, no. Let the past go. Yes. Please let the past go. Please let it go. Please walk on knowing how great you are. Even though they didn't see it. If they saw it, love, you wouldn't learn the lesson, one. And two, you wouldn't get this person who won't let you go, who knows exactly what you are and who you are, that this other person now knows. You want the one who is going to treat you this way because that is their nature. That's what they want to continue to see in you. They don't want it broken down. They want their diamond polished, and that way, and they're going to make sure he or they stay that way. That's what you want. You want the alpha to your omega and the omega to your alpha. And you guys switch roles when it's necessary. That's what you want. You want the one who knows their path like you. Because you two are mirroring each other. And that is why this old energy is coming up. Because you're mirroring them. And they're mirroring you. They're trying to put so much energy on you where you come back. You cannot. Because I will not. I'm sorry. For me, no. You are a forgotten memory, my love. You are a lesson that was sorely needed. And I don't need no more. Ain't needed that in a minute, except to remind me every once in a while why you don't go back. And to remind you of how great you really are. They really did know how great you are. Not then, but emotionally they knew because they fell in love with you. They knew. But you wouldn't put up with certain things, and that upset them. Oh well. But you two are mirroring each other. And I know that's going to piss some of y'all off, that you're mirroring this person. I know. I understand. Trust me. I understand. That is the last thing we want to mirror. Is there any other message you want to give? Is there any other message you want to give? Any other message? Any other card you want to give? This person has been trying to force their way. No. This has been coming up too. Be ready to receive, y'all. Receive this new person with grace and humility and love. Give them grace and humility and love. Flow right on into receiving. Awaken. Free yourself. Awaken. Because you already are awakening. You have no choice. As that other partner has no choice, you have no choice. Ground yourself. Understand your non-dual nature. Understand you are one. You are one. You always have been. Knowing that, flow with everything there is. See that dolphin in the water? Flow with everything there is. Once you understand you are one. Ooh, I can feel it so strong in my heart space. Once you understand you are one with everything, on the wavelength of everything. Once you understand, then you can receive because you're on the same wavelength with all there is. So then you can receive everything that wants to be given to you. Once you understand, there is no good or bad to you. There just is. There is no good or bad to you, my loves. There's no good or bad to you. Whoever puts you in the aspect of good or bad, no. 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 Stop looking at yourself in terms of good or bad. Please. Stop looking at yourself in terms of good or bad. That's what causes the dual nature. When... Dang, stop coming in with messages. When are you going to stop seeing yourself separate from the divine? Because pastors and churches and shit want to say you're less. How in the fuck are we less if we're made in God's image? Does anyone ask that question? How are we less if we're made in your image? We're not. If you flow in us, spirit, how are we less than you? We are not. If you serve us the way that we serve you, we're not. So when are you going to understand you are as sacred as the divine itself? When are you going to stop thinking you don't deserve this person? Or this person is not good enough for you? Or when are you going to stop thinking this past person is the best you can get? You ain't been doing the love work then, and you don't deserve it. If you ain't been doing the love work, that's what this is telling me. You ain't been doing the love work. Huh? I see. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Some of y'all ain't heeding the warning. Sorry. Some of y'all ain't heeding the warning. This window's going to pass you by. Oh, because you wouldn't accept everything you are. You wouldn't accept everything. You wanted to look at you in terms of good or bad. A good or bad person. You wanted to listen to everyone else. You didn't listen to you in spirit. Watch this shit pass you by. Watch this shit pass you by. Watch this new one pass you by. Because they're already there. They already know. And then you're going to be mad as shit. But you're being told. Let go. Let go. Okay. All right, my loves. Yeah. Some of y'all ain't getting it. That's okay. You will. You will. All right, my loves. I love you. Truly. But some of you are selling yourself short in a way you don't see. Don't put expectations on this new person. Don't assume what they like or what they know, because I could tell you. My person's energy set me straight. And I was like, okay, because I'm not used to a man doing that. He was like, don't assume what I think or what I feel because of how you feel you look. Don't assume for me. I said, okay, excuse me. So sorry. Won't do it again. And at first, I was like, oh. Right? But I had to respect it. Had to respect it. He demanded respect. I had to give it to him. He showed me respect when he told me. I had to give it to him. Told you, Big Mama different. Big Mama built different. You know, me being a black female, you don't tell us you a man. The first time you do that, we're gonna look at you. One, we're gonna expect you to be a man 100%. Two, we already know if you're a man, you don't need to tell us. Show us. We'll know. You know what I'm saying? It's likewise with a woman or other. We ain't got to tell you. We can show you. You'll know. You know what I'm saying? So he's been talking to me. The energy. And I'm like, you know, okay. I've been getting used to it. Little by little. And it's a beautiful thing. And no, it's not old energy. There ain't no room for that. No. No, because I know. And this is what you got to know. Okay? If you want something amazing on the horizon, you got to manifest that. You got to put in what it is that you want. Realistically, what it is that you want in a partner. You have to make room for that in your life. You have to act accordingly for that in your life. That means you have to adjust. If you know you want a particular type of partner and you know that they won't put up with X, Y, and Z, then that's what you're going to have to do if that's the type of partner you want. You can't present those things. You have to change it. You have to be that spouse or that lover, depending on what you want to be to that person. You're going to have to adjust, because when that person comes in, you two are going to have to adjust to each other, right? There are some non-negotiables each person has, but you got to make room for that person to come in. You can't tell spirit you want someone to come in and you don't make the room. You got shit on your side of the bed. There's no room in your closet. You haven't cleaned your house out. You haven't elevated yourself to where this person is to be on their same wavelength. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. And I love sometimes when the energy comes in first, because in that way I can feel the energy and I'm like, okay, it's this type of person. This is what I need to do to match this person. Because I know whoever's coming in with me, we a power couple. We are power. Power together. Not one person. Not one person siphoning it off of the other person. No, we're power together. Because I know what I bring somebody. I know exactly how much they elevate when I step in the picture with someone. But in my life, it hasn't been reciprocated back. Because I choose the ones that I can do this to. No. It's got to be equal now. It's got to be, and that's what it needs to be for you. It needs to be equal, because otherwise you're going to feel disrespected. And you're going to feel unmotivated to stay. So it's got to be both, right? But you got to get yourself ready for that partner. Once you did all the work in here, and you're in a good space in here, you feel you're not lonely, you're not pining, you're like, I'm good. I'm in hermit mode. I am building. That's what I'm doing. I am building. My eyes on the prize, focused on building, focused on, because I want to be able to present something to this person that shows I'm worth something and of value. Because that's what I expect them to do to me. I don't care if they're known. I don't care if they're celebrity. I don't give a fuck. You breathe and sleep and eat the same way that I do. So what that mean to me? Well, I got this. Your shit ain't my shit. So what that mean to me? That is not value. What we can do for each other, that's value. Well, where we can elevate each other, that's value. What we can build together, that's value. The skills we bring to build something with our family and continue the legacy, that's value. I don't give two shits what you have. I don't care what you have. Okay? I don't care. Because it's not mine. It's not for me to care. My name is not on it. That's nice for you. Can you teach me to get by? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. No, no, I'm not a buy a bitch. No. I'm not a buy a bitch or a build a bitch. No. No, no. I'm a fully actualized. Fully actualized. So, my loves, you got to know what you want. A lot of you don't know what you want. You just want something. That's not good enough. That's not how this plane works. This plane works, you got to be specific. And then you're going to learn, you just need to say, bring me what thou wilt that is meant for me. Because I learned this a long time ago when I was a child. You can take your order to certain things, but if you don't put everything in that order, you ain't going to get it. And it will laugh in your face, be like, well, you left this out, this out, this out. And I'm like, there's no way I can think of everything. Exactly. So you got to ask the right question. You dig? You got to know. You got to know. You've got to prepare. You got to be ready. And you are moving into receiving season. So you better find out what it is you want. You better find out who it is you want. And no, we don't make people be with us just because we want them. We don't put spells on folks. That shit backfires. Thank you. We don't do that. If we're doing that, we're thirsty and we don't trust that what the universe has for us is better than what we may be calling in. You dig? So my loves, know what you want. Accept all of you. Liberate yourself to receive. But know what you want to manifest in. Be clear on it. Make room for it. Plan for it. 3 of Wands and 2 of Wands. Plan for it. Journey toward it. That's all you got to do. All right, my loves. I love you. Elevate higher. Believe you can, because you can. All right, my loves. I love you. Take care now. Namaste.